Well, beautiful people, it's now time for Making Waves with Oyinlola Sale. And of course, that's me, your host. And of course, I have here with me the beautiful Emmanuella Edun. Thank you so much for coming on our program today.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, it's my pleasure too as well. In fact, this will be the first time we are having a discussion like this on Making Waves. Normally we always have live tips and all of that, but we decided, and no, today we need to bring you on board because we see you as a motivational speaker, and also you are the MD of Transformative Vibes Academy, as well as the founder of Plant a Book Tree Foundation. So you see the reason why we had to bring her here. So before we dive right into this conversation on this beautiful day, we want you to click on that button below, subscribe to our YouTube channel, don't forget to follow us and share, because this needs to go nationwide and of course worldwide. All right, so we can see you're holding some lovely books in your hand. Which one are we going to look into today?
Well, they're all important. They're all of them. Every single one has an influence in what we'll be talking about. So it depends on what you want. You want us to stay into the group of adulthood.
You know what? Let us
fantastic lines of wisdom.
This is a beautiful book. I have read this book. Fantastic lines of wisdom. Can you just open it and just take us through, one of the lines of wisdom we can just discuss before we now delve into our program today.
Okay. Well, before I do that, I need to, because each one has its sectionalized, and I have to read about the section. So this section is talking about godly virtues, and it says, for someone who has tasted the path of self-directed living and the path of God-directed living, I make bold my claim that the latter is the path to peace and fulfillment. Imbibing God's standard is the antidote against regrets and time wastage. God is higher than the highest, so his statutes and recommendations will definitely make you a high flyer.
Wow.
That's section one.
That's interesting.
And then we have quotes just to buttress that, what I just read about.
That's a beautiful one. Okay, well, let's just go into this topic about living a purposeful life. Not just coming through this life without making an impact. Do you understand? Everybody needs to understand that everybody has a journey. Everybody has their own destiny. Your destiny is in your hands, and what you do with it, you would reap the consequences at the end, right?
Definitely.
Now, you are an author, motivational speaker. You are so passionate about teenagers and all of that. How does this writing contribute to your journey of understanding and sharing purpose? I just want you to enlighten us on this. How people you can explain in your own terms with what you do.
Okay, well, writing is a calling. First and foremost, let me establish that fact. Writing is a calling, and your writing outlives you. For example, Chinua Achebe is late, of blessed memory, but we have his writings around. Maya Angelou, Socrates, Aristotle. If these people had not written, put down their insight, we would not have all these beautiful pieces to guide us today. So for me, writing is too faceted. For impact and for influence, and that influence, has a direct link to my legacy. I know that if I give out my insight, my well of insight, by the grace of God into his glory, I will be able to influence people. I'll be able to let people understand through my experiences, because we gain wisdom from experiences.
Yes.
That's it. Now, when you read something from a person of depth, you gain in an instant what it took that person years to understand, because we're talking about purpose. Purpose is linear. It's not linear. Rather, it's before I delved into my purpose, I discovered my purpose and all of that. I made a lot of mistakes. I was confused. A lot of things happened. So if I then take my pen and write down my experiences and how I overcame, and you pick up that to read, you will be reading what took me a lot of time to put together, a lot of understanding. So yes, it is very important. For me, it's for legacy, it's for impact. That's what writing is about. And you know, I'm sitting here, this book is in the US, it's in the UK, it's in South Africa, I think it's in China and all of that. So it enables me it gives me that portal for amplification, you know. I am here, but people are being blessed by my works, even in places I haven't been to. So that for me is a blessing, you know.
Wow.
So writing is a calling. It's for me, or
yeah.
it's my calling, and God gives me the insights. I'm
Insight.
curious. I question everything. I question life. I question everything, and I get answers. And when I get these answers, I jot them down.
Very, very important. And how can people identify and connect with their passions to achieve a fulfilling life?
Okay, how do you identify your passion?
No, identify and connect.
And connect. Yeah, I want to talk about the identification, because you have to identify before you connect. Now, passion is like the direction. Purpose is a destination, while passion is the direction. Just like they say that a tree, a fruit doesn't fall far from its tree. Your passion is always around you. It's always there for you to notice. God is that magnanimous. It's always there. If you notice that you like to be around children, something lights up when you see a child or when you're around children. Let's say you were depressed and all, and then kids come around, and all of a sudden you just find that all the worries are gone and everything.
Yeah.
That's an inkling to know that that's your purpose. You have a purpose in the children's ministry, you know. You have a purpose in the so identifying your passion is seeing that thing that makes you tick, that makes you leap for joy, that creates that inner warmth in you whenever you're involved in it or whenever you're thinking about it. You know, so that is the identification. And then when you identify it, it's very important to align yourself with it, you know, because therein you will gain.
Continue to stay blessed and stay beautiful. That's it on Making Waves.